we go. You asked them to keep it down just a little bit. I mean, probate on my Zoom. No, that's okay. I mean, they regular talk, but okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Mute your phone.
What?
You're on. But turn your volume off on
Oh.
Zoom.
Good morning. Are we waiting on Miss Clapper or kind of? I've got I have Miss Whittington here, and she's ready to go.
Okay, we're waiting on the judge right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Been doing this year and a half. You think I'd gotten used to it. I was on the 2 o'clock docket trying to get in. My apologies. All right, Chambers County Probate Court coming to order. First on the docket, 21 CPR 0019, the state of Sharon Drinkard.
Yes, Judge, I'm here and our client is here.
Okay, well, why don't you, anyone that's going to testify, go ahead and raise your right hand and we'll swear you in.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
Yes. Okay, you may proceed, Counsel.
Thank you. Would you please state your name for the record?
Alicia D. Bryan.
And is Sharon K. Dinkard your mother?
Yes.
And did she die on about December 29th, 2020?
Yes.
And at the time of death, she was residing in the Mont Bellevue Rehabilitation Center in Chambers County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. To your knowledge, did Ms. Dinkard die without revoking her will?
No.
Did she die? Did she revoke her will?
Oh, no.
No, she has not revoked her will, right?
No.
To your knowledge.
No.
Did she have any children born to her after the will was made?
No, ma'am.
At the time of the execution of the will, was she at least 18 years of age and of sound mind?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she dissolve a marriage after making this will?
No.
Has 4 years elapsed since her death and the date we filed the application to probate the will?
No.
Was the state of Texas or any charity a devisee under the will?
No.
Does a necessity exist for the administration of the estate?
Yes.
And you were appointed in that will, you were named as the independent executor of that will, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is there any reason why you should not serve as the executor of the estate?
No, ma'am.
I have no further questions, Judge.
Okay, hereby admit the will of probate and authorized letters. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, number 21 CPR 0086, the state of Jerry Taliaferro. Ms. Price, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. And you pronounced that correctly. That's great.
Got lucky.
A hard name for me to pronounce. All right.
You may
Is my
proceed,
name
ma'am.
proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Taylor Farrow was a resident of Chambers County at the date of death. His date of death was May 5th, 2021, at the age of 80, and 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death. He had a fixed place of residence here in Chambers County. He had a will that was signed and dated June the 12th, 2020, and was never revoked. There was no marriage dissolved after the date of the will. There was no children or child born to him or adopted by him after the date of the will. There is a necessity for administration of this estate. The will named Rhonda Rogers as his independent executor, and she is qualified, not disqualified, to serve. And we're asking the court to admit the will and issue letters of independent administration or independent letters of testimony. Excuse me, Judge. That's all I
I
have.
understand. All right, so done.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, you got the next one too.
I
21
do.
PR 0087, the state of Charles Jacob Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson died on June 15th, 2021 here in Anahuac, Chambers County at the age of 86 years old. This court has jurisdiction venue because Mr. Johnson was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence here in Chambers County at the date of death. He owned property here in Chambers County, and he left a valid will dated December 9th, 2014, which was never revoked and filed here with the court. There was no child or children born or adopted by him after the date of this will, and nor was there marriage dissolved after the date of this will. A necessity exists for the administration of this estate. The will named the applicant, which is Rodney Porter, to serve without bond, and he is so qualified. There was no state of Texas or governmental agency or charitable organization that was a divizee of the estate. And we're asking for letters of testimony for this estate, Judge.
Admit the will of probate, authorized letters.
Thank you, Judge.
You know, Charles was county commissioner for a short period.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
felt
did.
I appointed him, said all you gotta do is come to a few meetings before the election. He worked his tail off.
He was a very loved and beloved man,
He
Judge.
was.
Very
Thank
much.
you, Cindy.
Thank you.
All right, 21 CPR 0088, state of Marion Davis. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Great.
You may proceed, Council.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, my name is Stephen Don Carlos. I'm here on the estate of Marion Davis. Mrs. Davis died in Houston and Harris County on June 5th, 2021 at the age of 86. Mrs. Davis was a resident of Baytown and Chambers County at the time of her death, giving this court jurisdiction. Your Honor, her will bears the date of September 23rd, 2013. And in it, she names her sons Robbie and Randy, or Randolph Clay Davis and Robbie Jean Davis, as her co-independent executors. I know of no reason why they would be disqualified from acting as such. No child or children were born to her or were any adopted by her after she made the will. 4 years have not elapsed between her death and the presentation of this will for probate. She was not divorced after execution of this will, and did not name the state or governmental agency or charity as a devotee under her will. Your Honor, it is a non-taxable estate. We would ask that the appraisers be waived.
So done. Everybody admits the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good seeing you this morning.
Good to see you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, next, the state appeal 3708, the state of Thelma May Gill Humphrey. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I believe we have, or there should be heard a motion to withdraw as counsel for Miss Georgia Clapper preceding this. She noticed it, but I don't know that I see her unless she's Mr.
No, ma'am, I don't see her on. She's already filed a motion.
Yes, Your Honor. She filed the motion seeking withdrawal based on my continuing the representation of her former client, which is Miss Roberta Humphrey Whittington.
Okay, she's filed a motion. I'm sure it's in my queue, and I'm gonna go ahead and verbally approve it. And you may proceed, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. So it has been quite some time since I've been before this court. We prepared a proof of death and other facts that essentially has all the information required. Is it sufficient for us to ask the witness if she's reviewed it and everything is true and correct, or would you prefer that we go through it?
I'm fine with you just asking the witness that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Whittington, have you reviewed this proof of death and other facts with me just prior to this hearing? And is everything true and correct to the best of your knowledge? I'm going to ask that you sign this document, and we're going to submit it to the court. And Your Honor, just for a little background information, we are the initial application was seeking letters testamentary, and that was filed many years ago. Now we're just seeking muniment of title. We have submitted an order seeking admittance of the will as to probate as a muniment of title, and I assume it's in your queue.
It is. I'm looking at it. And, yeah, I can tell by the cause number on it. It's old.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any other testimony?
No, Your Honor.
All right, everybody admits the will to probate as a muniment of title.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. I guess y'all are last. Christy, then we have another one at 2 p.m. today. I've got that here.
Yes, sir. I'll put his information in your queue. I haven't done it yet. I just wanted to get this morning.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Too.